afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. The sun is shining today, but many roads in eastern Kelloland are still feeling the effects of yesterday's storm.
Earlier today, the Highway Patrol posted this picture of Interstate 29 just north of the Del Rapids exit. In just that one spot, there were 8 vehicles that slid off the road. Now, farther north on I-29, a jackknife semi blocked traffic for a short time. This picture is about 10 miles south of the Watertown exit.
And it sounds like it's going to be cold throughout the weekend, too.
It does.
Not great conditions, Megan.
It's not, Kelly. We're looking at the strong winds sticking around through Saturday, along with those very cold temperatures. But Sunday, we do start warming up just slightly. Right now, 15 degrees in Sioux Falls, where we've had on and off snow showers this afternoon. West winds at 30 miles an hour. In Aberdeen, just downright cold at 9 right now. There are a few of those snowflakes flying. North winds at 29 miles an hour. We are just a bit warmer as we head west. 20 in Pierre, north winds at 32 miles an hour with partly cloudy skies. And in Rapid City, there is some snow there as well. 26 with north winds at 32. There's a look at some of those snow showers in the northern Black Hills, Rapid City, even trying to stretch towards Wall this afternoon. But here are those cold temperatures. 15 Sioux Falls, 5 in Watertown, 18 in Faith, 22 in Custer. We are 20 to 30 degrees below normal for this time of year, and we're keeping those strong winds around. Wind gusts nearing 41 miles an hour in Rapid City, Pierre, Watertown, Faith. Quite a few places over 30 miles an hour, which means we have wind chills. Minus 18 in Watertown, minus 13 in Aberdeen, minus 5 in Sioux Falls, and that will get worse as we head into tonight. We'll have a low of 2 in Sioux Falls and Aberdeen, 6 in Pierre, 10 in Rapid City, along with those strong winds. And then tomorrow, partly cloudy skies in the morning, turning mostly sunny by the afternoon in eastern Kelloland. 16 our high Sioux Falls, 15 in Aberdeen, 26 in Pierre, and 33 in Rapid City, which is very light winds and sunny skies. And there are those warmer temperatures coming Sunday. 37 in Sioux Falls, 32 in Aberdeen, 53 in Pierre and Rapid City. Everybody gets in on a lighter south breeze before we start spring on Monday. We'll have the rest of your forecast in just a little bit.
Thanks, Megan. An assault involving a shovel and machete landed a man in the hospital. It happened at a trailer court just off Western Avenue and Interstate 229 in Sioux Falls. Police say the victim was outside when a man and woman left his neighbor's home. The man bit the victim's finger, causing serious injuries. The woman reportedly attacked him with a shovel. The pair took off, and that's when police say his neighbor came outside with a machete and allegedly threatened to go get a gun. Authorities arrested 51-year-old Luis Carrillo Diaz, but are still looking for the man and woman who started the fight.
A death certificate for an inmate who died at the state penitentiary in January says that he died of fentanyl toxicity. 61-year-old Stephen Layton was in the Jameson Annex. He was serving time for assault. Kelloland News contacted the DOC for more details on Layton's death. The DOC says that there was an investigation but did not comment on the results of that investigation. Digital reporter Ray Yost has a look at the questions that have been left unanswered. That's in a KELLOLAND.com original report. Republicans are calling for the president to include more money to fight illegal drugs, specifically fentanyl, from coming across the border. KELLOLAND Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson has reaction from both sides.
West Virginia Republican Senator Shelley Moore Capito says the White House isn't doing enough to fix the country's growing opioid problem.
This is killing the American public, and it is wrecking families.
Capito says President Biden's recently released budget doesn't have enough money in it to fight fentanyl from coming across the southern border. She says the budget proposal mentions climate change 42 times and stopping fentanyl only twice.
They don't see this as a crisis at the border, both on the human trafficking side or the drug trafficking side.
To crack down, she wants to see more technology for scanning vehicles crossing the border.
something called non-intrusive inspection, where we can inspect trucks as they go through.
But the White House says stopping illegal drugs is a top priority and points to the $25 billion in the budget for hiring more border agents and improving surveillance technology.
I take a backseat to nobody in fentanyl, in controlling fentanyl.
Ohio Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown says he's working with the administration to stop the flow of drugs.
More training for law enforcement and safety for law enforcement when they handle this stuff, to counseling programs and drug addiction programs.
Brown also believes lawmakers can find a bipartisan approach to tackling illegal drugs. Reporting in Washington, Rashad Hudson.
And lawmakers say that they're also concerned about an increase in human and drug trafficking across the border between the U.S. and Canada. This is why a group of Republicans created the Northern Border Security Caucus to combat the problem. The U.S.-Canadian border stretches across more than 5,000 miles and is more than double the size of the border with Mexico.
The former Minneapolis police officer serving time for the 2020 murder of George Floyd has pleaded guilty to 2 counts of tax evasion. Derek Chauvin entered the plea today in a Minnesota court. Chauvin and his now ex-wife were charged with multiple counts of underreporting their income and failing to file tax returns. His ex-wife pleaded guilty earlier to 2 counts. Chauvin appeared via Zoom from a federal prison in Tucson, Arizona. Minnesota regulators say they're monitoring the cleanup of a leak of 400,000 gallons of radioactive water from Xcel Energy's Monticello nuclear power plant. The company says there's no health and safety risk to the local community or the environment. While Xcel reported the leak to state and federal authorities in late November, the spill had not been made public before Thursday.